your legs working, your feet working, just everything. Like you take so much things for granted until they're gone. And like with running, I don't ever want to be in that position.
Hey Matt, how are you?
I am sore. My body hurts from the marathon.
I was gonna say I'm very surprised that you're here with us today after the marathon yesterday. So you're feeling sore. How are you feeling internally?
I feel amazing. It's just like one of the funnest days to be a New Yorker. Like everyone is just so nice. And like, it's like, you know, no one ever is just like smiley to like strangers up here. So like, it's so cool to see like what the city could be like if every day was marathon day. Just like everyone's so happy and like smiley. But yeah, I feel good. I feel great.
3:04. That is very impressive. Tell me about the race, how you feel about your time.
I feel really good about it. You know, I worked so hard leading up to the race. Like um just so much training and sacrifice went into like hours logging, running, and just so much time. So like the gratification is there now. It's not instant with running. You're typically building up towards something. But the happiest I've been in my training was last night when we got to have a big meal. We loaded up. I just like had kind of been holding back this week because you taper and you
Yeah.
don't run as much, so your appetite goes away. But last night I ate like a madman. So that was
Right.
yeah, I'm in a good space.
What did you have? That's the big question, of course.
We went to Carbone and I had some pasta, um, some veal parm, tortellini, garlic bread, lasagna.
Listing down the whole menu, yeah.
I did not hold back. I was so hungry. It was really good.
Now, as you mentioned, training and running the marathon, it's so much commitment, it's so much dedication. What's your why? What keeps you going throughout all of it?
Man, honestly, for the people who can't do it, like there's been times where I was injured in the cycle and I couldn't run, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I take so much for granted. Not
Mhm.
like your legs working, your feet working, just everything. Like you take so much things for granted until they're gone. And like with running, I don't ever want to be in that position. Like I want to be like an old man with like my kids and be like watching them do whatever they're doing and be like, I left it all out there. And like I have
Yeah.
no regrets not, you know, going for anything that I wanted. Because, this you never know. And it's just a blessing to be able to do something like it. So I just want to take full advantage, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there another one in your future, do you think?
For sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I trained for this one, so I didn't feel as horrible. But usually after a marathon, I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Like that was so dumb. Like, but that wasn't my tune this time. I'm gonna try to do an international race next year. I'm gonna try to do an international one.
Do you have your eyes on anything in particular, or you're just looking outside the US?
Tokyo.
Oh my gosh, that would be
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah, we need to manifest that. So, Anna, if you know anyone over there on the committee, just put a good word in for me.
I'll see
And
what I can do. Yeah. So you mentioned you chowed down the other night. Now I'm
yes,
curious. You are obviously an expert in carbo loading at this point. I hear you got the potato hookup, the carb hookup for
oh,
this
yeah,
this holiday season. Tell me a little bit about that.
yeah. So this one was a lot of fun because oh man, I'm gonna get so much pushback on this. Like I'm not like crazy about Thanksgiving food.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a big ham guy. Like the 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 centerpiece of all of my dishes for the most part ends up being some sort of veggie or carb. And mashed potatoes are probably not probably they are my favorite Thanksgiving. I don't even know if you consider it Thanksgiving. Like I eat mashed potatoes with steak, I'll eat it with chicken. Like you could eat mashed potatoes with anything. So when there was the opportunity to come up with my own recipe for a mashed potato dish, I was stoked because I order mashed potatoes year round. And it's like a side that I use, like I'll dip everything I eat, like will make its way through the
Oh
mashed
yeah.
potatoes. And it's not a hard dish to make, but if you do it right, like
Mhm.
it's just like, oh, it's so good. So, yeah, working with Lay's on this was so much fun because I don't think a lot of people understand that their potato chips are made with real potatoes. So that's the only way that this works. Like you need real potatoes to make mashed potatoes. So
Mhm.
um, I think a lot of people saw this on social media where people were, using potato chips, these Lay's potato chips to make mashed potatoes. And I wanted to put my own spin on it, like during the holidays, there's not a more joyful time than you spending with your family and sharing a meal. Like that's what I look forward to. And if I can add to that moment with, this recipe, then, you're leaving your stamp on someone's holiday. And it's just like, that's where you're making memories. And I think that they're going to like it. I loved it. And I'm,
Yeah.
I'm a tough critic. Like I'm not going to put my name on something I don't think is going to do well or taste good. And
Oh
these
yeah.
were
Yeah, you're the food expert here, so I'm very excited to try it. I'm going to try it out for Friendsgiving. Do you have any Friendsgiving plans this year that you're going to bring it over to?
I do actually. And it makes it really easy. Like I'm going to, there's a kit that comes with the recipe and the cookbook. I'm gonna bring with me. So like it's just an excuse to, this is
Yeah.
just an excuse to bring my kit. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the dish, and
Mhm.
then there's a special edition bag for the cookbook that'll have my face on it, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. And the Friendsgiving, like some people buy stuff, some people bring stuff, and I'm a fan of just like giving it a go and like trying to
Yeah.
make something. And typically you make it early in the day, like you're not making it and then bringing it over.
Yeah.
My experience. And so the mashed potatoes I think they're gonna do well because they travel well. Like you reheat them and it does fine. A lot of people's dishes that they can't be reheated or they're gonna be served cold, or so everyone's gonna get a warm taste of these mashed potatoes, and it'll be fun. I've never been one to like I usually bake, like I'll do like a cookie or something for a
Yeah.
Friendsgiving. Um, so like as I'm like coming into having to bring like more adult food, I don't know if like chocolate chip cookies is like cutting it anymore. So, like
Don't tell me that. Yeah.
my contribution now is like solidified with a homegrown created dish, mashed potatoes. So
And what could be more of a stunt than bringing your own face on chip bags to Friendsgiving? What a way to let people know, you know?
yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I think it's gonna be a hit, but well, you'll have to check back with me after Friendsgiving. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking with me, especially post marathon. Congratulations again.